Hey folks, Dave Sherwood here, Sherwood Inspection Services. And so we are now starting our full construction. Our lumber came in yesterday. We can take a look at it being stacked up here. And you can see the different lumber over here. And then of course we've got our subflooring areas. And these are our LVLs. What is an LVL? LVL is an engineered board that is as strong as steel, so they say. But it is made for beams and structural supports. So we have our LVLs here, and we've got our floor joists over here. And I'm gonna show you over here, we have here what's called Advantech. This is going to be part of our subfloor. Now, this is compressed board with a tongue and groove, and these will set in together to give you a very strong subfloor, stronger than plywood. So this is a great flooring. This will be our subfloor. All right, before we get to that point though, it's real important. Now we've got our beams in place here, our base beams. We have our upper beams, and these are our base beams here. These are pressure treated. There's a reason for pressure treated beams. And these here being pressure treated because there's a crawl space underneath. I know in this case there's asphalt here, so it is a bit of a barrier from the moisture. But because it's open to some outside air, we had to have them pressure treated. So we've got our beams sitting in our pockets. Now, remember before we talked about our footings. These are our piers here. And then we talked about the plates being in place. So these are the plates here. Now, if you come over here, I'll show you what they look like before we end up putting the beams in place. So we have our J-bolt that came out of the concrete, and we have our washer and our nut on there. This sits in place and it gets tightened down. This is called a cleat. So this cleat sits in place here, and the beam slides right down. In this case, won't be a beam here. This will be a column, because in this area here, we are going to have a column sit here because this is going to be a porch area. For structural support, however, for our beams, it's going to be U-shape as opposed to box plate like the other one. So the U shape is here, beam slides right down in there on top of the plate, and now you've got a nice cleat to be able to nail through and be able to support and hold your beam in place. So we have 1, 2, and 3 main beams going right across here. We have on the back side, you'll see the piers there popping up. That is going to be a fire escape for the second floor area. And then we have our what will be our training room, and then of course here our base supports for our front porch. So this is the start of the wood frame construction, and you'll see that we took the siding off the house portion of the building, and underneath it was wood clapboard. We started to peel that off because we have to get the beams to match up, and then we put our rim joist in place because we've got our floor joist coming across. So we have those in place, and if you take a look, we've taken our door out over here, and we've taken our window out, and now we're starting to get down to the base. Interesting enough, I want to show you something real quick here. The old original siding on this garage was an asphalt, just like roofing shingles, but not roofing shingles. They used them for siding. So we inspect those every once in a while, and we'll see those. So that's the kind of siding that used to be on this garage area. So we're going to be peeling all of this off, get down to our base wood support, and then we're going to be able to put our rim joists across here and bring our floor joists right down to it. So that's where we're at today. We've got more floor joists to start putting into place, and we've got our beams in place here, ready to go. So we are on target here today and ready for more construction. So we will see you next time.